Good morning, Mr. Johnson. Sir, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Officers were dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant, the father of the defendant, told the officers that the defendant was being aggressive toward him and other guests because he was intoxicated. The complainant advised the defendant does not live at the house and was temporarily sleeping on the couch. The defendant began yelling at the officer and quickly approached him. The officer detained the defendant. In the living room, the officer observed damage to the wall and rug, as well as broken dishes. The damage was approximately $800.
Damage? I didn't hear.
I'll check the damages. I see that he told the officer the defendant was being aggressive toward him and other guests, and the officer observed damage to the wall and rug. And let me.
Wonderful. Who did that?
There was I apologize. There was a witness, I think it was the defendant's brother. So the complainant, the owner of the house, had stepped out of the house. And then while he was out, the witness, the brother, observed the defendant, break dishes and punch holes in the wall.
Okay, so you have a witness that puts him breaking the stuff.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right. Mr. Johnson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. I want you to understand one thing and hear me clear, Mr. Johnson, that if I make your bond $5,000 to $10,000 because you violate conditions and you don't have anyone to pony up that kind of money, you will be stuck like Chuck until this thing is over with. So consider this when you're out there in the free world. Because if I find that you violate these conditions, you go back to this house, you start breaking more property, I'm going to put you in custody and I'm going to make your bond high. You understand?
Sure.
How old are you, sir? What do you do for a living?
I'm a caretaker for my brother. My brother's legally bond, so caretaker for him.
You earn money from the state for doing that.
Sure.
How much money do you earn money from the state?
It's $900 a month.
How much time does that take of your day to take care of? And how old is your brother?
Brother is 33. Takes about 4 hours, 5 hours a day.
A
Yes.
week?
A day. 5 hours a day. Yes, sir.
Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer, sir?
Sure.
Okay. I'm absolutely serious when I mean no drugs, no alcohol. I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you like crazy. And if I find that you're using, especially while you're getting paid by the state, if I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Take note, because heed this warning, sir. All right, I'm going to have you, Stephen's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We're going to have bond conditions created for you. You will sign for these conditions and then we'll find your lawyer, sir. Come on. Oh, wait. Sorry. You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. You're not to go back to this house. Do you understand?
Sure.
You're not to be in possession of any weapons as well.
I will say, Judge, I did speak to the complainant, his father. He does want to continue to have contact. He said that the defendant has apologized and he's not letting him stay there anymore, but he would like to be able to have contact with him.
You know, Mr. Johnson, there are people in this life that when they drink and when they use, they become very happy people and they're fun to hang around with. You know, they're the life of the party. They make jokes. They're great. And then there are those that when they consume, they develop horns. They are not nice. They start to be aggressive. They beat everybody up. If this is you, then don't use. Do you understand? Because if you cannot control yourself, because I'm going to tell you now, 90% of the people that we have, no self-control. And it gets worse when you start using. You understand?
Sure.
Okay. I will allow contact, but you're not to have any threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness in this case.
Sure.
What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think. I could give a rat's ass what you think. It's how they perceive. So if I go like just it could be very well threatening or harassing. So if you go back home and we find that you start acting like this, I'm gonna put you in custody. You understand?
Say something.
Sure. I don't want to talk about the case. I'm just giving you the expectation of how we are going to move forward. That's it. I just be nice. It's not hard. And if consuming makes you devilish, done. Got it? All right, come on. Tristan Smith.
Hello?
Tristan Smith.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I am disappointed in your behavior now, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
You have bond conditions that you are supposed to live up to. You have failed to live up to those conditions.
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a courtesy to come here on Monday to come take a drug and alcohol test. If you fail to come on Monday, then I'm going to revoke your bond and I will
Yes, sir.
issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
You, Mr. Smith, have to understand you probably don't have anyone in life that is prepared to bond you out of jail if you go there. You need to keep this in mind. Where there's a will, there's a way. You can make it here to downtown to take a test. It's not a matter if you can, it's if you want to. You can find a way, and I
Right.
expect you to do it on Monday.
Sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Let me make one more thing abundantly clear to you. If you ever miss another drug and alcohol test, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
that's it. I'm not going to entertain any more excuses. I don't. That's it. Okay, all right. So on Tristan Smith, SFBF Monday must be here. And on Stevens, just a normal reset, pending results, I guess. So if it comes back, then hopefully we're sending her for no, we'll just send her on her way. If it's dirty, then we'll deal with it next week. Which I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Ready? Let me do this. You're free to go, Mr. Smith, or
Yes, sir.
we'll see
Thank
you
you.
Monday.
Yes, sir.